Secretary of Education? When's the last time you heard from the Secretary of HUD or the Secretary of any damn thing? I mean, all we hear about is whatever ridiculous thing this man says, and people either picking one side or the other. Meanwhile, who knows what kind of agency changes, what kind of changes are happening in each of these agencies, or what kind of foolishness regulations they're pushing forward. While we're over here focusing on whether or not we're going to impeach this dude, if we can get to 50 people to run for Democratic nomination, I mean, we're up to 20? We're damn near halfway there. We got like 25 people running um, to unseat this cat, and you've got the Mitch McConnell, that dude, Mitch McConnell, and Lindsey Graham. Boy, if I could meet them in the alley.
Well, let me do this, and because I know we're running out of time, so I want to end this finding out from you, Thin Bad. What is your prediction for this whole situation now that Mr. Mueller has made this statement, and then you can close us out?
I gotta believe that they're gonna, that they are gonna find their way to impeaching. I think the speaker will talk a little bit more about. We still have some more things to investigate, some more people to investigate. I think each time, the Democrats were waiting for every time they're waiting for something else. Well, now they got the last thing that they wanted, and the last thing they wanted was to hear from Mueller. So now they've heard from Mueller, and they've heard all that they're going to hear from Mueller, because my man is on his way to Bimini somewhere. He's out to the islands, and he's like, I'm done. I'm 74 years old. I've been in this game for a while. My work is pretty impeccable. I've left you all that I've got. So it's really going to fall on them to do it. I think she's going to try to stay the course of continuing to investigate for a little longer, and then I think the clarion call is going to be too loud. I think there are going to be too many people in her party, and if she wants to maintain leadership, she's going to have to go. She's going to have to trust the body, the larger body of the rest of the folks, because now you even have a Republican who's, I'm sure there are Republicans who would like to. Who think there ought to be some impeachment proceedings too, but they don't want to say it out loud. And but you've got a couple who are, they're one who's come out and said so. So I think we'll eventually get there. Maybe by the middle of next week. They're gonna work over this weekend and try to figure this thing out, and they'll come up with something. You'll see. It'll be a little bit more here or there. They're gonna wait and see how President Cheeto responds when he comes back from Japan. He's over there doing God knows what. And once he gets back in town, he's going to fire off, some tweets. Some things are going to be going back and forth, and then they'll go ahead and hit him up for what he's got to. They're going to do that impeachment thing. I think it'll be probably the middle of the week, next week, maybe.
Okay. Well,
I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, you heard it, right?
You've heard it right
here. So by next
chaser.
show, they will have started talking about impeachment.
Okay, so we'll hold you to that. So
that's right.
With that being said, sir, you have the last word.
I got the last word. Well, this has been great. This has been a great discussion. We had a great conversation earlier. We covered a host of issues. But the one that sticks out for me, obviously, was crime, whether we're talking about crime in Prince George's County or we're talking about crime in the White House. but when I think about the challenges facing cities like my hometown of Baltimore or Detroit or the Colorado suburbs, it's apparent that it impacts everyone, regardless of race or religion or zip code. And we heard from Prince George's County's top prosecutor, Aisha Braveboy, this evening about initiatives in that jurisdiction, and hopefully that same zeal will start to see some things flow across the United States to ensure that the fight to keep our communities safe remains unrelenting and consistent.
Agreed.
Like I said earlier, safety is everybody's business.
Yes, sir.
So you all got to get in where you fit in, as they used to say.
Yes, sir.
But that's all the time we've got this week. So, Chief, I want to thank you.
You're
and
welcome,
I want to
sir.
thank Prince George's State's Attorney, Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy for joining us.
Yeah, she did a great job tonight.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Great information.
Oh, indeed. Looking forward to hearing some good things from her. And Ambezy, we will catch up with you later. We're gonna hear what she's doing. She's doing a whole lot of stuff too. She is doing her thing.
Well, whatever.
But Chief, as always, we got to thank everybody for allowing us to give it to him straight. No chaser.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Straight No Chaser. So join us next week for more hot topics. And also, you can always catch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course, iHeartRadio.